right, Dylan, here we go. Tournament time. Honestly, this does not feel like a match that should be happening in round one of the tournament. But, you know, that's just, I guess, how strong the field is across the board this year. But, you know, I think you're definitely one of the most improved players. Not that you weren't very good last year, obviously, but I think if you just watch what you've done this year, you can clearly see just the work you've put in just on general knowledge. And I think this is going to be a great test for you against a former team's champion. So how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Yeah, it should be a tough one. I mean, Payson's a really, really good guy, really great competitor, and I'm looking forward to it. Got my lucky shirt that I've been wearing for my past couple of matches, which have gone pretty well. So let's see how it goes.
How could it go wrong? Superstition always wins the day. But good luck to Payson, but better luck to Dylan.
Hey, Scully, how you doing?
Doing great. Disregard anything that's going on in the background.
You're good, buddy. I'm playing Dylan tonight. I'm excited. Last year, Dylan beat Kirk in the first round. And that was an upset I don't think anyone saw, so I am not taking this in any way lightly, in any shape, in any manner. Yeah,
no, he's a great player. He works really hard at his strengths. He's a very well-rounded player. You're into bring your egg in here, but being here before, you know what it takes. I think you're due for a deep run this year. So I think this is how it starts.
Yeah, last year I was told that my match against Mark wasn't a first-round match. Apparently this one isn't a first-round match either, so let's get it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Multiplex Movie Warzone. I am your host, Kaleb Lobo Boatman, and today we've got a match. Despite what everyone says, this is, I'm going to double check. Yes, this is the first round of the tournament. I don't know why everyone's saying this isn't a first round match. It's literally first round of the tournament. You can't be more literal than that. But no, this is the 16 versus the 17 seed. So the two closest seeds to each other. So makes sense that this is a very close matchup and a very good matchup. Payson Johnson versus Dylan Vanthuyne. Kirk on the desk. Kirk, is this a round one matchup, or have we accidentally skipped to round two?
I think it's still round one, unless someone, I mean, no one ever tells me anything here, so maybe it's round two. I don't know. But no, like you said, it's 16-17. That's always one of the best matchups because it's most closely contested. And it's round one. It's always fun. Anything can happen. Dylan made a big splash last year in round one. Thank you, Payson, for bringing up those memories. But yeah, can you do it again here? We'll see. We'll see if he can do it here. Scully looks like he's secretly breaking the law and really nervous. We're going to find out about it. So we'll see if that comes into play, but it should be a good match.
Absolutely. So we'll bring in our competitors, and round one is going to work like this. 8 different questions, 8 different categories. You get all 8 right, you get a bonus question, 3 repeats, and a challenge throughout the entire match. Remember to keep your hands on screen at all times. As we get into your first question, first question comes in the category of war. What is it good for? First question, Free State of Jones takes place during what war?
Boatman, if you
the State of Jones costs a lot less, or a lot more than it used to. It's free. Now it costs $20.
Thanks, Biden.
Not touching that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Dylan.
The American Civil War?
And Payson.
Civil War.
Both correct. I'm terrified.
Question number 2 comes in the category of drama. What classic horror actor plays Edward's creator in Edward Scissorhands? If you could have hands that were anything besides hands, what would you want them to be?
Definitely, like, here's the thing. I almost would want to say, like, a food, but then I just eat my hands, like that Simpsons episode.
The hot dog fingers.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Dylan.
Christopher Lee.
And Payson.
Vincent Price.
Vincent Price is correct. And that is my awful Vincent Price impression. You're welcome. Your third question comes in the category of actors and actresses. What actress has played an astronaut a beauty pageant contestant, and a character from the Old Testament.
Sounds like a lot of Barbie dolls. Beauty pageant, astronaut,
Beauty pageant Barbie.
Old Testament Barbie.
Old Testament Barbie. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Payson.
Sandra Bullock.
And Dylan.
Sandra Bullock.
Sandy B is correct.
Almost overthought that one.
Same.
Question number 4 comes in the category of Westerns. What ailment is Doc Holliday suffering from in Tombstone?
My favorite characters in Tombstone are Doc Holliday's brothers, Doc Hotel, Doc Motel, and Doc Inn. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Dylan.
Said hearing loss.
And Payson.
Tuberculosis.
Tuberculosis is correct. And your 5th question is, in scores and soundtracks, who provided the soundtrack, including the songs Princes of the Universe and Who Wants to Live Forever, for what 80s fantasy adventure film?
I cannot express to you how badly I want to start singing one of these songs right now.
That's fair. You can sing in the next question. I'll allow it.
All right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Dylan.
Please don't be Highlander. I said Flash Gordon.
And Payson.
See what happens, Flash Gordon.
Both incorrect. It is Highlander.
Almost used that.
Yeah.
All right. Next category, question in comedy. In Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy, what channel do Ron and his news team work for? And we just need the channel number, not the call sign.
Yeah.
Here we are, born to be kings. We are the princes of the universe.
Now all I need is Kirk Calicastro karaoke. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Payson.
But Channel 4 News.
And Dylan.
4.
4 is correct. Your penultimate question comes in the category of directors. Who directed A Streetcar Named Desire, A Face in the Crowd, and A Tree Grows in Brooklyn? I feel like is trees in Brooklyn like an odd thing?
I mean, there's kind of trees everywhere.
Yeah, that's the thing. It doesn't seem all that special to make a movie about.
No, there's at least several of them.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Dylan.
Elia Kazan.
And Payson.
Hugh Ed Harris, Angry Face, Elia Kazan.
All correct. I love that reference. Great reference.
And your final question comes in the category of romantic comedies. What 70s rom-com is about an actor and a single mother who are forced to share a New York City apartment together and eventually fall in love?
That would be interesting. Just sharing New York City apartment with anybody. Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa! Ah! How do I get this off screen?
Got news for you guys.
If any of you took your hands off screen, I would have murdered you. Now it's a fandom match. What? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Dylan.
Just said barefoot in the park.
And Payson.
Very glad the Highlander thing didn't hurt me. Mikey and Nikki.
Both incorrect. It is The Goodbye Girl.
That's what that's about.
Okay, so I have 6-4 Payson.
Yep.
6-4 Payson as we get into round number 2. Round 2 is going to work like this. Each competitor is going to get a chance to spin the wheel. If they like what they spin, they can keep it. If they don't, they can spin again, but then they're stuck with it. They're going to get 5 questions in whatever category they get. They get it right, 2 points, multiple choice, 1 point. Get it wrong, other player gets a chance to steal. So, categories we have on our lovely wheel tonight are Payson's strengths of movie release dates and Oscars, Dylan's strengths of neon films and directed by Jim Jarmusch. We also have romance, 2000s, romantic comedies, and family. So, Payson, you are in the lead. We'll bring in your de facto manager. Would you like to spin first or defer?
We can go second.
Okay, going second?
Yeah, we're going second. We're going second.
Okay.
Yes,
We
sir.
can't really hear you, Scully. But that's all right. We'll bring in Scott. Okay, Dylan, this is your spin.
I'm so curious about what is going on with Scully right now.
I don't know.
Heyo.
Lands on spinner's choice.
So
Shall
I've
we
been
go
waiting to
with,
hear these Jarmusch questions for a
yeah.
while, so I say we go with that.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to deprive you of the opportunity.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay, Kirk, I will let you give Dylan his questions in the category of Jim Jarmusch.
All right, Dylan, your first question in the category of Jimmy Jarmu. What is the name of Patterson and Laura's dog in Patterson?
Marvin.
That is correct for 2 points.
Shot Marvin in the face.
Question number 2. What is the alias of Adam's contact for getting blood in Only Lovers Left Alive?
The alias? I'll go to multiple choice just to be sure.
Okay, your multiple choice options. Is it A, Dr. Faust, B, Dr. Watson, C, Dr. Zhivago, or D, Doc Holliday?
Okay, let me get a repeat of the question, sorry.
Okay, your
Or
first repeat. What is the alias of Adam's contact for getting blood in Only Lovers Left Alive? Your options are A, Dr. Faust, B, Dr. Watson, C, Dr. Zhivago, or D, Doc Holliday.
The guy who he orders the blood off of is Dr. Watson, so Dr. Watson.
That is correct for 1 point.
Yeah. I was confused by the word. Sorry.
Question number 3. In Coffee and Cigarettes, Steve Coogan is uninterested in his conversation with Alfred Molina until Molina gets a call from what director?
Spike Jones.
That is correct for 2 points. Your penultimate question. Who plays animal communicator Carmen Markowski in Broken Flowers?
Jessica Lange.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question. In Down by Law, Nicoletta was given her restaurant by which family member?
Her uncle.
And that is correct for 2 points.
Okay, so I have Dylan coming out of that round 13 to Payson's 13 to 6. As we get into Payson's spin, Payson, your spin is away. And it's a free spin for Jim Jarmusch. So this is your first real spin, and it lands on family. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
Yeah, family is one of the general categories I think I wanted. What's the score right now?
13 to 6, Dylan.
Scully, we still can't hear you. Okay, you're. You know what? I think I will take it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, Payson, your first question in the category of family films. What state do Daniel and his mother move to California from in 1984's The Karate Kid?
New Jersey.
Correct for 2 points. Who plays Ben Healy, the adopted father in Problem Child?
John Ritter.
That is correct for 2 more points. What department store does Doris work for in Miracle on 34th Street?
Macy's.
Correct for 2 more points. In Night at the Museum, the tablet that brings the museum to life came from what country?
Egypt.
2 more points. And your final question. Scott Baio plays the title character in what 1976 family film? Five. 4.
Bugsy Malone.
That is correct for 2 more points and a clean sweep of family for 16 to Dylan's 13 as we into round 3. Round 3 is going to work like this. Each competitor is going to get to pick what they want for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-point question. Categories they will be able to pick from tonight are Coen Brothers, John Carpenter, horror, westerns, musicals, family, 2010s, and 1970s. We'll let them pick their categories right now, and we will get back to you right now. Okay, so we are back, and our competitors have selected what they want for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-point question. Payson has selected his 1 in 70s, his 2 in family, his 3 in 2010s, and his 4 in Coens, whereas Dylan has selected his 1 in westerns, his 2 in 2010s, his 3 in horror, and his 4 in Carpenter. So we will start off with Dylan's 1-pointer in western. Dylan, your 1-pointer in western. What western features the characters of Blondie, Angel Eyes, and Tuco?
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Correct for 1 point. And now your 2-pointer to tie it up with Payson in the category of the 2010s. Lady Bird takes place in what decade? Five, 4, 3.
The 1990s?
That is incorrect. Looking for the 2000s.
Shit.
So we will stick with you for your 3-pointer in horror. At the beginning of The Descent, which 2 of Sarah's family members are killed in a car accident? And we do need semi-specific. Five, 4.
Say her husband and her son.
That is incorrect. It is her husband and her daughter. So we are in a situation where if Dylan does not hit his 4-pointer in John Carpenter, then Payson does win the match via TKO. So Dylan, your 4-pointer in John Carpenter. What is the name of the stolen superweapon Snake is attempting to recover in Escape from LA? Five, 4, 3.
Repeat the question just to be sure.
Okay, that is your second repeat. What is the name of the stolen superweapon Snake is attempting to recover in Escape from LA?
I feel like there's technically 2 answers to this. I'll say the Sword of Damocles.
That is correct for 4 big points. Okay, so now we go back over to Payson for his 1-pointer in 1970s.
All right, Payson, your 1-point question. Category 1970s. Who plays Evelyn Mulray in Chinatown?
Faye Dunaway.
That is correct for 1 point.
And if Payson hits either of his next 3 questions, he does win the match.
All right. 2-pointer in family. In 2003's Freaky Friday, Anna and Tess are wanting to switch back before what kind of event?
Five, 4.
All right, first repeat. In 2003's Freaky Friday, Anna and Tess are wanting to switch back before what kind of event?
Is it a concert?
That is incorrect. Correct answer we're looking for was a wedding.
Okay. Yep.
All right, so we move on to your three-pointer in 2010s. Name both people who appear in both Jackie and 20th Century Woman.
I'll use one more repeat.
All right. Name both people who appear in both Jackie and 20th Century Women.
Billy Crudup and Greta Gerwig.
And your winner, Payson Johnson.
Great, Dylan.
Billy Crudup and Greta Gerwig was the correct answer. We're going to go to post-match interviews, starting with our unfortunate second-place finisher tonight, Dylan. Dylan, you weren't able to pull out the victory tonight, but you played excellently, just plowing through Jarmusch. Hit a little bit of snag there in round 3, but overall playing excellently. How are you feeling?
You know, it's tough. I was between, for the dissent question, I was between son or daughter, just based on the wording of the question. I felt like it was husband and one of her children, but so that was rough. That it was like a 50-50 shot and I missed it, but yeah, what can you do? 500.
That was
bad.
That's a really tough question. First of all, I want to say this is like the only time where I dislike Greta Gerwig. First, the Lady Bird question, and then she's the part of the winning answer. But no, I mean, Dylan would have had to play a damn near perfect game tonight to beat Payson. That's the level that Payson was playing at. So I don't think he has anything to be disappointed about. He did what, you know, he took care of business with his strength. Again, that dissent question was really tough. And he pulled the 4. He made Payson work for it all the way to the end. So it's a tough result, but it doesn't speak to Dylan's quality as a player.
That is fair. Well, Dylan, you are unfortunately out of the tournament, but we, of course, will be seeing you post-tournament. Who do you want to play post-tournament?
Scott, you have any ideas?
I thought you were saying you wanted to play me. I want to see this rematch. I think this was a close enough match to where, you know, on a different day it could go differently. So let's see Payson again, sure.
Yeah,
that is fair. Well, thank you, Scott. Thank you, Dylan. And now we bring in Payson and Scully. Do you even want to be here? Because, like, can you talk? Okay, Payson.
Payson, can you speak to the help that your manager was today, how much effect he had on the dominant game you played?
Listen, Scully is a very professional and adult man. He has a lot of bigger responsibilities, but I'm happy he was here for moral support. But yeah, I want to say thank you, Dylan, for making this a great match. I'm happy I got to hear those Jarmusch questions. I studied. I watched all of them, and there were some really good movies, so thank you for letting me watch them. But yeah, I feel good with how I played today.
That's fair. Well, you will be moving on to round 2, where you'll be playing the winner of the 1 seed and the 32 seed. So you will either be playing Joseph Olivas or Bill Carriola. So either another Dread rematch or you face someone from your old faction. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I play Bill. It'll be a nice, fun rematch. But if I play Joseph, I'm going to have to put everything I possibly can into that match, and I think either of those 2 matches would be fun.
That is fair. Well, thank you, Payson. Kirk, final thoughts on the match?
Yeah, Scott said it. Payson came out like a buzzsaw. Dylan had a pretty good round 1. He got his strength and did well, but Payson was just clearing the board, and he really wasn't going to be stopped. I mean, I'm sure Dylan, there's a couple close answers he had in round 3, and he'll be kicking himself for that. But yeah, Payson was a tough out today.
That is fair. Well, thank you, Payson. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Kirk, for co-hosting. Thank you, everyone at home, for watching. This has been Multiplex Movie Warzone. See you later.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
It would take a miracle. Bye-bye.